Hello, today I will defend my report in the models 1 till 7 with the practice in the Cisco packet tracer. So, first assignment started with 1.0.5. It's there is shown the two main cities, Warrenton and Seward. They're interconnected between each other with the submarine cable. It's starting with the Seward, we're going to the this city and then going to the branch office. In the branch office, we can see wiring closet. Clicking to the wiring closet, we can see the everything done. So we're connected wires. So to connection, we are used one console cable, one copper straight through cable, and then one USB cable. We're connected this back routers, PC and laptop between each other, and then we're changed the place of backup router to the from the shelf to the rack. um, by this we are free placed. So if you can see by the checking result, it's we're done. Physical location, power, port up connecting to RS 232, and then types. So and then about host name. If you go to the host name, we can see that. Were enabled, where go to the control panel, and then by the control panel we go to the configuring terminal, by which we can be able to change the name of the router, change the name of the host name to the edge router backup, as you can see. Also in this module we learned several things like uh, in the left downside it is network devices, end devices, components, connections, miscellaneous, and then routers, switches, hubs, wireless devices, and everything has the things in it. For example, in the connections we can get many types of wires and then cables which can be connected to the between switches and the laptops, PCs, and etc. Um, so the second one is 1.7 module, and they will also connected the things between each other, which I will not stop so long, but there is ready things that everything is done. Uh, so third thing is 2.3.7. Uh, in this one, we're just wired them. As you can see, it was wired uh, with the console cable, and it has black dots that is says that it's correct, wired correctly, and then connecting to device with console and the checking correctnesses of terminal configuration. So as we can see, the correctness of uh, terminal configurations it's correct, and it's also the content sensitive help. It's when we putting the question mark, it shows us the usable commands that can be help us. And also there is a privilege mode. When we putting enable, it's privilege mode, and it's global configuration mode. Config by the going to the configuring, and then also it is we've done the setting clock. As you can see, when we put the show clock, it's in 1993 and 11:37:46. It's when we're started editing the clock. set the time and date it was written. So we'll set the time, and then after that we'll set the year. So its clock has been done. So it's congratulations, marks. So 2.5.5, it was about secure access verifications and etc. And there we can configure the terminal, um, entering a configuration terminal, and where change the host name to S1, and then configured it in the privilege mode access enable. We put the password to the privilege mode, and it was Cisco, but not simple. So after that, we've done the encryption of password. Um, uh, it's this one. It's enable secret. It's a secret. Uh, so by this, we're encrypted our password, and a message of MOTD banner. So it's in the initial point when we want to go to the enable mode, and then there is a banner with this word. This is a secure system authorized access only. So by this we added, and then running the configuration file to the nvrrim. So running config startup config, and then we're set it. We started this startup config, um, and we are also done same thing in the uh, S2. In the second one, it's the same things which has been done in the uh, second system. Another one, it's 2.6.6 or 2.7.6. Uh, 2.6, were enabled, configured, and then put it again the password for this one. So we're connected the PC1, S1, S switch 2, and the PC2. Um, so we are enabled, uh, and then in the host name S1, we're put a password, uh, and then log in, and then enabled the secret class. We put the another password for the enable mode. It's class. First password is Cisco, and second password it was class. um, and we are started to checking the password, and we make banners for this, as I said previously. So we've checked the password, it's working correctly. When we put it, when we write it to enable to the control to the cmd, it asked us a password, which we are successfully put it. And then we are configured terminal, and then bannered MOTD with the word authorized access only. Violators will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. So we're continued, and then done identical things to the PC2 second PC, and change the name, put a banner, put the passwords, and we're started to checking connectivity. Is it connected correctly? So as you can see, everything is connected correctly. We're in the command line where put it our ping. By this ping were requested, and then only 25% loss. So one of or three of four is working. Send 4 and receive 3, and then naming switches, putting password and secret password. We again it's 2.9.1. So were enabled, configured terminal, and then change the host name to the class A as set in the task. So we're changed the name of class, and then by the PC we're access to this, and then uh, we're put a password as set in the task, and then uh, put a secret, enable secret, and then we've done shutdown. We need shutdown to straight it up, and then we put it IP addresses where put it VLAN 1, and the banner mode were also added. So IP address is was 172.16.5.35 at like in the assignment that is not done, and subnet mask also is correct in my um, and we are checked again the connectivity. Now there is send for and the received for 0% of loss. So and the challenge activities is done, as you can see by the check result. My work is everything has been done. So going next is 4.6.5 is connecting and wiring everything. So it was the assignment uh, taking a lot of time. So when I started wiring it, so in the assignment everything was given, like what we should to wire and what we should done, and working with web addresses. We by the family PC we're gone to the desktop and then put it netacad PKA that says that everything is connected very good and working well, and interface statuses. It was also assignment. One of the assignment is what has given. It's like home city what given in the initial point. 4.7.5 or 7.1 it's IP and default address. Our IP is 192.168.1.33, and subnet masks is 2.255, 255, 255.0, and default is 192, 168, 1 and 1. And that is public IP address. It was in assignment. We just go to this link. It's tell me my IP. So as you can see, our public IP is 1070.93.27. It's our domain name, by no, not our. It's how I you do domain name. It's changed to IPv4. So 4.72. It's just also time taking thing. It's our fully wired and ready things. As you can see, it's fully done. My assignment 4.6.5 opened, and I can show you that my things is fully connected by these things, and check we can check our result, and by the result is everything has been done. Thank you for your attention.